Okay, hope everybody's having a good Monday. I haven't had a video in quite a while. I don't think there was any mail Saturday. I think Friday was just a tiny little bill. Thursday may have been those strange postcards, Wednesday or Thursday. And that's all I've had since then, but I have a couple of things that came in today. I wanted to show you some movie pickups that I've done as well. So we'll get to those in a second here, but we'll remove the elephant in the room here. I wanted to show you a couple of VCRs I picked up. So this is one I picked up over the weekend here on Sunday. This old VCR Montgomery Ward. Normally I wouldn't pick up a VCR that old, but I was heading back from town and there was a Goodwill right there, which I almost never go to. And I walked in there at opening time, and there was one VCR. Now they wanted $6.99 for it. I said, well, and that itself was not a terrible price. But I also bought it because it was, when I went to the register, I found out it was half price. And it was a good thing it was half price. There's no remote or anything. This other VCR here happens to be one that I picked up, I think, probably maybe even pre-pandemic. I was just cleaning one of my rooms, and then sure enough there was this VCR connected to a TV, and I was, that was a broken one. This one I think I paid $6 for, something like $6 or $7 for, the same price as this one about, at a Goodwill outlet, because it was so heavy. This one thing weighs almost as much as a TV. This one, unfortunately, as I said, this one doesn't work, and this unfortunately doesn't work either. So I got a boat anchor and a half here. This is the third VCR that I've purchased. I almost never see VCRs, never. And this is the third one I bought that does not work. So these are going to be e-cycled here. This one I think probably has a belt problem, and how am I going to find a belt for a 1985 Montgomery Ward? I didn't realize it was from 1985 until it says Japan 1985. It's built like a tank. Probably works great if there was a little bit of work done to it, but I don't know anybody who would do that or do that for under $1,000. So I'm going to get rid of those. So now, next thing is I'm going to put the camera over here and move these off the table here, and then we can get some work done here. Hold on a second. And I've got my famous movie lights in the backdrop here. You won't be able to see the top one there for whatever reason. It shows up. Oops. Sorry. It's been one of those times. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so as far as the movie pickups, well, we'll do this first here. I guess several people, this is not a movie pickup. People wanted to see some art that I've done. And I really do not do art. I have not done anything since high school, practically, at college. And there is some sort of a painting of a camping tent there that I've done very badly. There's supposedly some stars in the sky there, for what it's worth there. That was absolutely the worst bit of art I've done in a long time. So there is that. That is finally out of the way. I did that about a week ago. Picked this up on eBay for, I don't know, $250. Okay, $250. I didn't even order it. Well, I did order it, but I didn't even ask to order it. I didn't even and I had looked at it once, and maybe it was, I had gone back, you know how you scroll back or whatever, and clicked on it again or something. But the seller messaged me and said, would you like this for $2.50? So I said, sure, why not? And here is a press photo of Mr. Rogers speaking to a group of children, probably in the late 80s, early 90s, somewhere in that time frame. So that is really cool, and talks about this photograph right there and who took the photograph while it's saying. And there's no markings, production markings on there. This is for publication, that sort of thing. So that was cool. I grabbed that. I grabbed a trading card here. And why? I don't know. I had bought some other cards from another vendor, and then I figured maybe I'll find a cheaper copy. This is in really pretty good condition, although it would probably grade only like a 4 or something. The corners are not particularly good, but this is card number 1 from Beatles Diary. This is 1A. I'm not sure. Maybe they were going to have another series, but that's Ringo and Paul right there. And this is card number Beatles Diary 1A. Hopefully that will show up on this backdrop here. So I figured, well, why as well start off with the top card, the one that got rubber banded. The last card might be a good one to grab too. Thought it was going to be a little better condition than that. That corner isn't great. The rest of them are more or less okay. So there's that. Now onto the movie pickups. So when I was at the Goodwill, I bought that VCR for $3.49. Well, might as well buy a DVD almost the exact same price. All their DVDs were $2.99 and up, and a lot of them were $8 for Blu-rays. $8 for a Blu-ray. So I saw How to Train Your Dragon 2, did not see the price, and I had to take it back because it was $8. I think the lowest price on the internet was $8.50 from Walmart, brand new. And it sells for about $6 or $7, $8 used, depending on who's selling it, because it usually comes in one or two. So anyway, but I picked up this original production from Oregon Public Broadcasting called Paradise Road. It's on the it's the Columbia Gorge Highway building. This is from 2000, and as you can see, $2.99. Normally I don't pay $2.99 for DVDs, but it was brand new, completely sealed, and I can't find it on eBay or Amazon, so that's kind of cool. Then I picked some movies up at the local thrift store, and the VCR tapes are 25 cents. And I found this thing called Stone Reader, which I have already watched. It's a really neat book about the Stones of Summer, a book that totally was forgotten and overlooked. Don't look for Stones of Summer on the internet, because that's hundreds of dollars. But when this guy was picking up the copies, nobody wanted it for $20. And if you can find a signed copy, I don't know, Zane Savage might even have a copy or seen this or knows of it. But it's a really good documentary that a lot of English majors should probably watch in college. There's a little bit of language in there, but not very much, and it was a really pretty good thing. It's on DVD if you want. It's usually about $5 used. I paid 25 cents for this VCR tape. Then I got two movies at Dollar Tree. This one I was kind of looking for. There are actually 26 episodes of this series, and this one only has 10. So why couldn't Mill Creek put them all on one special set here? But they decided to entice me with only 10 episodes from Dollar Tree. Cookie Jars, Sherlock Holmes, 10 episodes in the 22nd century on the case. And then there's the back of it in case you care, the episode list right there. I barely remember this because I was way too old for this. I was probably 20 or something like this when this came out. I don't know, maybe something like that. That's my guess. And then this one here, I actually replaced the jewel case, the cover, because it was broken and the disc was loose. There was actually scratching on the disc, and this is "We Love You, Sally Carmichael." I guess it's a story about this guy who's an author, and it turns out that they think it's Sally Carmichael, but it's actually him, I believe. And there's looks like Jack McBrayer back there, and looks like let's see who else is in here. I'm trying to find out who's in here. Jack McBrayer, Paula Marshall, David Nibley, Elizabeth Turlock, Christopher Gorham. So nobody I really know of. And there's the back of it. This is one of the only ones that was marked PG. Many of the PGs are not labeled as PG, but this one is the only one I found, and I had to go a long, long way. This is 2016. So that is all I have really picked up in the last, the two items that came from eBay were actually the very two last items I ordered. This card here and this photograph here. So I have other things that have been out longer than that. So 2 DVDs from Dollar Tree. Hasn't been a very successful Dollar Tree. One overpriced DVD, although it's a good one there from Goodwill. And one really awesome VCR tape for 25 cents. And 2 broken VCRs, which will be gotten rid of. And hope you enjoyed some of that. Let me know what's going on your end, and thank you for watching. Ha 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 ha!